Welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
And this week I'm going to kick off with a variety that we don't do a lot of. This is the All Saints Family Reserve Marsanne. This is the 06, the current release of the Family Reserve. And look, probably one of the reasons that we don't do a lot of Marsannes is, look, you've probably heard Brad and I prattle on week after week about how we love Rieslings. Look, your average Riesling, really crisp, really acidic on the finish. Yeah, it tends to sit really lovely with kind of the foods that we're generally eating, a lot of Asian food. But look, not everybody wants to drink every drop of wine with food. And a Marsanne is maybe a perfect accompaniment if you're just going to go and sit out on the porch on a nice cool to warm afternoon and just, have a tipple, a few glasses of wine. Marsanne, a little bit more weight to it, not so much kind of dry acid finish on it, but still dry enough that it's not flabby in the All Saints version. And look, it can be just a great wine to kind of just sit around and drink on an afternoon. Now, this one comes in just under the $30 mark. You'll probably find it easier to pick up online, but if you've got a good retailer near you, they'll be able to search it out for you. And really, it's a great variety that's getting a lot of exposure at the moment, and All Saints have been dealing with Marsanne since the early 1960s, so they know what they're doing with the blend. So look out for it. This really good.
Yeah, and it's another one from the Rutherglen area that's something different to trying their fortified. Some of their white table wines are great too. I'm going to move across to one of our favourite little parts of Australia, and that's the Coonawarra, and look at another one of the really good 2005 Cab Savs that's coming out at the moment. And this is the Brands. It's called the Blockers Cab Sav now. You would have remembered this under the label Brands Lera Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's had a few other names in the past, but Brands have been around for years and years, and look, they probably had a little bit of a drop-off in form last decade, but they've struck some really good form in the last couple of vintages, and this one's no exception. And again, really good thing here is the price. Now, this one does have a recommended retail up in the probably mid-20s, but it does suffer from that great discounting phenomenon that a lot of the big retailers get into. So you do regularly see it slip under the $20 mark, and sort of at the high teens, you're really looking at good quality Cabernet for this. It is a lovely, rich, dense wine, and value for money wise, when you're looking at Coonawarra Cabernets, this one's really worth a look. So it's the Brands Blockers Cab Sav, the 2005, and it's worth a look.
Yeah, look, last one we're going to have a look at this week is the Mildara Cab Sav Shiraz blend from 05. Now, Mildara, possibly a few people out there know it, but maybe you know its kind of less dressed up brother, Jamieson's Run. Same guys, over in the Coonawarra. Same great sort of wines. The range is just wonderful, realistically, when you look at it. But the Mildara stuff knows how to put on a suit and tie rather than just dragging its knuckles along the floor, perhaps is an apt description. This, the 05 Cab Sav Shiraz, now we've talked about this before, this is a classic Aussie blend. Now the 05 vintage, it's got a fair amount of weight behind it, a fair bit of power in there, so maybe you put this together with something like braised oxtail, something like that. Don't try and put it together with something light and fluffy. There's a fair bit of power in this, fair bit of spice, beautiful weight, peppery, tobacco-y, leafy sort of stuff. Really good. Retail's kind of the high 20s, but look, you'll find this regularly having the guts cut out of it, and find it around the traps as low as kind of $20. And at $20, this is a fantastic drop. So look out for it on special. Grab it, the Mildara.
Yeah, and the Mildara, their straight Cabernet is great too, and their top end stuff is, really good form too.
Yeah, very good. As we say, across the range, good stuff. Anyhow, that's it for this week on Wine Week. We'll see you all again next week.
See you next week.